Hi, everyone, and welcome to week 2 of our class. You all did a fairly good job of getting oriented. There are a couple of people who seem to still have struggled to get through the course website, but for the most part, things are going really well. So I wanted to kind of go through what we talked about last week and get us started for this week. So the last chapter we read was sort of what makes treatment effective. And some of those things are extra therapeutic factors, meaning interpersonal relationships, the client's resources, and the events in their lives. And what we learned was that that is actually one of the most important parts of this. Next, we have the therapist-client relationship. And that is that therapeutic alliance that many of you learned about and even wrote about how you struggle with that and you wonder how that's going to happen. And so that's something that we'll continue to talk about. And then also techniques and interventions and the client's hopes and expectations are really important. So before we get too far, I wanted to go through some exam clarifications. The first question was, which of the following statements is false? And a lot of people had questions about this one. The actual answer was C. And the reason why it was C is because behavioral approaches was not the only part of the second force. It was also cognitive approaches. But the more and more I thought about that, the more I realized that question was poorly written and that wasn't very clear. So everyone should have received credit for that response. If for some reason it was marked off and you didn't get a point for that, let me know. And that means check, because I just went and graded these. And so you should have gotten a point from that. And if that didn't happen, let me know. And then also there were questions about which of the following is not a purpose of encouragers. And the thing that wasn't a purpose of encouragers was to focus the discussion. Encouragers are anything that you say to kind of open the client up and get the client to talk more. Where focusing discussion would be to get them back on track or make them stay focused on a simple top or on one situation. So in this case, with an encourager, you would not be trying to focus the discussion. On the contrary, you would be trying to open that discussion up a little more. So I hope that clarifies that. Those were two big points that I felt like people struggled with. But I wanted to make sure that you all knew what the correct answer was. For the first exam, though, for the first question that I just talked about, everyone should have gotten points. Couple of things about suggestions. Several people mentioned that we have a lot of due dates every week. And so I kind of wanted to just refresh you sort of what you need to expect. On Wednesday, I need your original discussion board post. This is simply because I want to make sure that we're having a discussion up until Friday. I don't want everyone to kind of just post on Friday. And then Saturday is your exam and then your weekly reflection. I will add a calendar so that you know what's expected of you and expect to see that by the middle of the week. People also asked about the exam numbers remaining the same or the question numbers on the exam, so I will do that this week. I'm going to show you about viewing discussion board posts, but really quickly, for Folio 180, this is something new that we're requiring all students to have, and it's only going to be used in certain courses. At this point, it's not being used in this course, so if you do not purchase it, I will not know, but it's something that you are encouraged to get. And then I know that a couple of people mentioned the final paper seeming very similar to the final paper in the first theories class. And while this is true, this paper will be more focused on a very specific look at a theory. And so when you get the guidelines, you'll see how that's different. So really quickly, let's see if I can get out of PowerPoint. Someone talked about wanting to be able to view the original post for discussion boards. So let's say I'm going in here to discussion boards, and let's say you decide to reply to Christy's post. So you go in here to reply, and if you want to see what they posted, you click right here on View Original Post. And so that lets you see that post. Finally, I just wanted to give you a little bit about what we're going to be talking about. Every theory has a different way of how important we should view a client's past. So we're going to be looking at questioning and interviewing and how we get an understanding of clients' past this week. I look forward to talking to you guys. Please continue to give me your suggestions and feedback, and I will make as many changes as I can. Thank you, and have a great day.